Okay, so we are officially at 4:31, so we will go ahead and get started. First of all, just want to say good afternoon. My name is Ginny Hensley, and I'm WKU's Parent and Family Engagement Coordinator. If you've already attended your students' top orientation day, you may remember me from What to Expect session. In addition to parent and family programs, I'll also coordinate the master plan program. So tonight we're going to focus on all things master plan. And joining me tonight too is Kirsten Hooks, the co-chair of Master Plan, and Crystal Bufano, both Housing and Residence Life WKU staff and interns who are truly very integral to this program. So for those of you who may be new to webinars, we cannot see you, but you can ask questions in the Q&A section of the screen. We do ask that you do not use the chat feature to help us limit those distractions. But please put any questions that you may have throughout the webinar in the Q&A, and our team will respond as quickly as possible. There's a lot of you guys on the webinar, which is great, so just be patient. We'll get to those as quickly as we can, and then we will try to address some of those questions that seem to be a theme at the end of the webinar. So let's get started and just talk a little bit about what is Master Plan. So Master Plan stands for Making Academic and Social Transitions Educationally Rewarding. And it's WKU's 5-day transition program for all new undergraduate students. And it's truly designed to help students smoothly transition to their new life as Hilltoppers. Now, my own son participated in Master Plan just a few years ago, and he met so many friends that he's truly still close to right now and was introduced to a lot of opportunities, all because of Master Plan. And he's from Bowling Green, so he wasn't so sure if he needed to participate in Master Plan, but he quickly realized that the benefit is there. So whether you are local to Bowling Green or you live many hours away, Master Plan is a great program and a great benefit to all first-year students. So why should your student attend? So for students and we've got students and parents on this webinar, here is why. There's so many great opportunities during Master Plan. You meet new Hilltopper friends. Again, you're getting acclimated to campus. You're practicing and learning those WKU traditions. You're meeting faculty and staff from your college, and you're going to get to do that before classes begin the next week. You get to move in early. Especially if you were living on campus, you're moving in a week early to your residence hall room. You're learning about all the technologies that we need for you to have to be successful, and you're getting introduced to those again a week early. And you're learning about student resources, activities, all those things that are available to you before classes begin the next week. Master Plan is encouraged for all first-year students, and that is including students who are commuting local to Bowling Green. And it all began in 1993, so a long time ago, 31 years, Master Plan has been helping students get acclimated and prepared for college life. And we know it works. The data shows that Master Plan helps students stay in school and they graduate on time. So first to second year retention of students increases by over 7%, and the on-time graduation rate goes up by over 10% for students who participate in Master Plan. So we know that the program does work. So we're going to start off talking about move-in. That's always a big question right now of when do I move in? So we're going to talk about if you have already registered for Master Plan. If you've already registered for Master Plan, the first thing you would do is to go in after registering for Master Plan and select your move-in time. And selecting when to move in is all done in the housing portal. And there are options to move in based on what your student has registered for. So for students living on campus who have already received their housing assignment and registered for Master Plan, they should have received an email about selecting that move-in time slot. And that email is going to come from their Topper email, which is new to them. Many students aren't checking that Topper email yet, but that's where they're going to receive that information. So be sure students check that email daily. Again, once students have registered for Master Plan and they've received their housing assignment, they can sign up for a time slot to move in for Master Plan on August 12th and 13th. Those are dates specifically for Master Plan move-in. And students can, once they've registered, they'll be able to select that move-in time slot in the housing portal for master plan for August 12th or 13th. Now, if your student is participating in a program that begins before master plan, such as ISEC Academy or possibly sorority recruitment, they will choose the move-in time slot for that program. Even though they are going to be participating in master plan, they're coming to a program before master plan. So they would select that program name for their move-in time slot. So here is what we're looking at is where you go to select it. So for students that are coming in for master plan, when they go in to select their time slot, master plan is listed as that option. Once you select master plan, it'll give you that option. The next page will give you that option of August 12th or 13th. And during master plan move-in, we promise to have lots of volunteers to help you make that move-in process as smooth as possible. It truly does work well. We have those big carts that are there to help, and volunteers really there to help make this an easy transition for students to get in and out quickly. And students will all receive more information on that move-in and all the directions a little closer to August, but it's in their Topper email, so be sure they're going there. So that is your first option for move-in. Master plan move-in on August 12th or 13th. So if those two dates do not work for you and for your family schedule, there's another option for master plan move-in called Top Drop and Go. And Top Drop and Go time slots are available August 2nd through the 4th. And it's literally what it says. You have a 2-hour window to bring your belongings, move everything in, and then you go back home until master plan begins. So again, that is the second option called Top Drop and Go. And then the third option is if you truly have a genuine need to be on campus early, and maybe that's due to something happening at WKU, maybe it's practice, or maybe it's your family's employment. I know sometimes teachers have a difficult time being here for master plan move-in. We do have an early move-in that can be requested for August 6th, 7th, 9th, and 10th. Those are early arrival dates that can be requested. Now, sorority recruitment and ISEC Academy do not classify as early arrival. Those have their own move-in selection that you would choose. If your student hasn't signed up for master plan, they will not be allowed to pick that August 12th or 13th move-in date. They have to sign up for master plan before those dates will appear. So your students move in, or your student will be allowed to pick based on what they have registered for. Once they register for master plan, they can go in and select that move-in time slot option. So also students will go directly to their residence hall room. They will not have to move again after master plan is over. They're moving into their fall assignment. Okay, so now let's go over some of the sessions, some of the things that we actually do at master plan. So after move-in ends, master plan activities officially begin on Tuesday, August 13th at 6 p.m. We do have activities that go on Monday night because we have a lot of students moving in, but the official kickoff is on Tuesday, August 13th at 6 p.m. And master plan has day sessions that are mostly mandatory. Those sessions are called cluster blocks and small groups. And those are sessions that provide students with essential information and resources to ensure your students honestly are successful in that first semester. These are sessions that are led by faculty and staff and their resident hall assistant. So sessions include the topics that may not come up in a regular classroom, things like making connections, managing your finances, safety, time management, that rhythm of the year, your calendar at WKU, personal goals, and truly just general campus resources. And then, of course, they'll also be going over technology. And there are 3 different mobile apps that students will use during master plan. They'll receive an email about these apps, but if they're really eager and they want to go ahead and download some of this information, it is available to them. The first one that they'll be using will be Blackboard Ultra app. And Blackboard is what they will use. They will need to download for their online, it's basically an online teaching platform. They'll use it throughout the year, but we will teach them how to use it during cluster blocks, during master plan. And all participants will also receive a personalized detailed schedule and guidebook. Guidebook app will truly be tailored to the student. It'll be a detailed schedule, and they will not receive that until closer to time, but students can download the guidebook app at any time. And then there'll also be iWKU app, and that is something they will use throughout their career at WKU. It helps them check their meal plan balances, other information through that iWKU app. So those are the 3 different technologies that they will need to have, and they will receive an email about how to download all these before they arrive. Okay, all these fun events. So at WKU, we are through master plan. We have some great traditions here on our campus, and they all begin during master plan week. Students will participate in a WKU tradition where they learn how to wave their red towel, sing their flight song, things that truly prepare them for their time on the Hill and long after they graduate. So on the first night, you can see from the picture, students take part in master plan opening kickoffs, where students gather together and they begin their walk called the Topper Walk up the hill. When they graduate, they do a Topper Walk down the hill. It's kind of creating that bookend to their college career. Master plan then walks in, the Topper Walk goes into Smith Stadium, where students will take that official WKU class photo. These are fun to always have snapshots of for years to come. They truly capture the students' graduation year and allow them to always have something to look back on. And Dr. Sells, our Dean of Students, comes and welcomes students at this event. And then on Friday, our students will have an opportunity to meet President Caboni at the end of the week in an event called Topper Traditions. And that is where our students meet the coaches. They get their own WKU red towel. They watch Big Red perform some of his very famous dance moves, all those fun things. And then after Topper Traditions, students participate in Topper Fest. And that's an event that is open to the entire WK community and to alumni. So during Topper Fest, it's food, entertainment, all the things, and then a great fireworks show. And it's truly a great time for students to network and realize that they are a part of a much larger WKU community than just even our students here on campus. So we also have a ton of social activities. There's a lot that goes on during Master Plan Week. And these social events, it's a large list. It truly is. And all those can be found on the Master Plan website. And students have the option to attend as many of these as they want or as few as they want. And we work really hard to find a wide range of activities, but we don't expect students to attend everything. We want them to pick and choose what sounds the best to them and be able to rest if that's what they need to do too. That a few of the highlights, we do a movie in the pool. We're doing Jaws this year. We create a creature. That's Build-A-Bear with a cute little WKU shirt on. We have shows at the Hardin Planetarium on campus. We play bingo. We do scavenger hunts. Silent disco, dodgeball, glow in the dark golf, mini golf, so many things that we do throughout the week. And we also we have an event on Friday called WKU, and it is truly a large student involvement fair that gives students an opportunity to see what clubs and organizations are here on the WKU campus. And we know students who participate in clubs and organizations tend to be more satisfied with that college experience, and they make friends and connect in ways that seem to be easier for them. And finally, as you see on your screen, on Saturday, we have our Big Red Splits. That is actually coordinated by our Student Activities Office, and it is an optional community service event. But as a blitzer, your student signs up to participate in a service project at one of Bowling Green's community organizations, and they complete 4 service hours. And Big Red Splits gives WKU's newest Hilltoppers an opportunity to not only connect with other students, but with the Bowling Green community too, truly making WKU home. And it's also an awesome opportunity for students to gain those service hours and build their resume early too. So again, you can view the full schedule on the Master Plan website. You can see the full schedule of activities in advance. So let's talk about next steps. If you still need to register for master plan, admitted students, so admitted to WKU, admitted students can register for master plan at my.wku.edu by navigating to the housing portal in the main menu. And once they're in the housing portal, they can use the top navigation to select register for master plan. So the fee is $135 if you register on or before 4:30 p.m. That includes everything too. That's your entire, everything that you're going to need for the week. If you register late, if you come in on August 13th from 8 a.m. to noon, you can do walk-in registration on site. The fee does go up to $160. Just know that if you don't get in before August 1st. So what do you receive from that $135? You receive 7 meals, a WKU t-shirt, access to a digital workbook, a lot of promo items, and entrance to all the activities throughout the week. And you might do the math and think that might not be enough food for your student, but it truly is. Their meal plan begins at the end of that week. So those 7 meals will get them to that point, and then their meal plan kicks in after that. So if they happen to not use all 7 meals, the master plan meals, those will stay on their card and they can use them during the fall semester. So let's say you've already registered for master plan and you're thinking, now what? Of course, we want you to go ahead and sign up for that move-in time slot if you've been assigned your residence hall location for the fall. We want you to follow Master Plan on Facebook, Instagram, and X. We really highlight a lot of activities. It kind of gives you a snapshot of what's coming. And then, of course, you can always go ahead and download Guidebook, IWKU apps in advance too. So again, housing, we want you to apply. You receive your assignment, you confirm your assignment, and then you sign up for that move-in time slot. A move-in guide is available on our website, which is a great resource if you're wanting to go ahead and start seeing what all you can bring with you and not bring with you. And then dining. You'll have a meal plan, and you are automatically enrolled in a meal plan, and it's the premier one. It's the big one. But if you don't want to use that, if you think your student will not need the biggest meal plan, you can go in and make those changes on TopNet. So just be sure that you do that in advance. Transportation. So if your student is planning to bring a car, you will want to purchase a parking permit. But if they're living on campus, you need to wait until your student receives their housing assignment to get your parking permit, because based on where your student is assigned will be where they need to park. So just be sure your student has received their housing assignment first. And then we have something called the Big Red Backpack. We've been doing this at WKU for a couple of years. And once your student registers for courses, students can automatically enrolled in this program. The WKU store will prepare books, any digital codes, anything like that is done for you through this Big Red Backpack program. And you are automatically opted in unless you go in there and opt out, which you can do. You can opt out in TopNet if that's what you choose to do, if you want to collect your books and things on your own. If you do stay in the Big Red Backpack program, your student can pick up, there's a designated time during master plan that they can pick up their Big Red Backpack. And then finally, we want to be sure that you are already registered and in the WKU parent and family portal. And that is where it truly is tailored information for parents and families. Things like this webinar tonight, or information about parent and family weekend that will be likely the end of July when that information comes out. So just information that will be specific for you as a parent for WKU students. I want to be sure that you sign up for that. Okay, so that is the end of our presentation.